Me. Hi Ivo, I have had the most tremendous experience these last few weeks. I archived my Facebook group and opened my own forum, which is still growing, and took a break. I have learned so much. Ivo, I see this, my love. You are in a much better frame of mind. Me, I'm an empath, and I thought for once in 3 years I would pare back my interaction with others to absolute minimum so that I could understand how I feel at default. I want to understand which emotions are mine, and which belong to others, that I am feeling. I did put myself on a vitamin regime as well, so I think that helped, but I feel great. Absolutely alone and fantastic. Ivo, yes. You are? However, you are still a transmuter, and that is your work. Me, I'm connecting with people little by little so that I'm not overwhelmed. I think that's the difference, Ivo, not being overwhelmed by my interaction with others. Because I was. And I've learned social media is a good place to feel overwhelmed for this empath. I was worried that I wouldn't have access to the news I was looking for to pass on to others, so I still do go back on now and then, but not nearly as much as before. I've also been reading my email subscriptions from my trusted sources, like in5d.com Greg Prescott, and his guest writers, James Gilliland. He's also a channeler and gets more intel on intervention than I do. Lisa Renee sends out a weekly or monthly newsletter, so I see that in my inbox. All the people I trust to give me the best news are doing what I do as well, going to their trusted sources and quoting them, so I get the benefit of second-hand news passed on to me, which I then pass on in my forum. It's such a great idea. Plus I get ideas on new books to buy to do more research. I love it. I've learned so much. And I'm so grateful. Ivo, yes, and that is not the end of it, is it? Me, no. Getting to the subject of this video, I've rested up and feel so peaceful. Then it dawned on me that that's the way of soul, to be at peace, to even work in peace, and that going forward I had to learn how to do this too. I have had many decades of caffeine-fueled assaults on my inbox at 9 a.m., followed by 5 p.m. crashes into spaced-out oblivion. That's how I got the adrenal fatigue. I took that work model to some extent and applied it to what I'm doing now, but I realize for best results, if I want to do my soul's work, and I do, the best thing to do is to do it in the way my soul would, in peace and love. Because I'm interested in addressing my adrenal fatigue problem, I realized too that I had to stop working up adrenaline in my work. To do my work in peace would hopefully give my adrenals the break they would need to mend. I've realized I have to take frequent breaks hourly, daily, and weekly. That was your prompting too, so thank you for caring. I was doing none of that. I have accomplished a lot because the 4th book is almost done, and we have a large library of videos. I also had a look at which were the most effective ways to get my message out, and I realized that social media isn't because of the censorship I experience there. That means the people who want my message aren't getting it. To counter that, I put my Facebook posts in my blog. So going forward, interacting with others is fine, but not to the point of overwhelm, and working on this is fine too, but not to the point of stressing my adrenals. This is going to be interesting, but the results are so worth it. Just loving my life in peace. Ivo, so this was a very worthwhile experience for you. Me, it was, and I want to share that with people. Figure out what's not working for you, reduce or eliminate it, and go the way of your soul, in peace. The love will come back on its own. Going the adrenaline-fueled way of the ego is just not worth it. It's running yourself into the ground. Do what you need to do. I make a list of what I want to do in future, and it might or might not get done. If it's still a priority, I'll do it. If not, I'll omit it. Of course, we're never taught to rest, and when the adrenals kick in, you don't want to rest. But you have to rest to get back to center, to peace and calm. That's when life feels best. I thought I'd pass this message on to people who are doing too much. Find ways to eliminate work, get help, take breaks, and stay centered in peace and love. It's the only way for me now. Of course, the old will tempt me. I have a book I want to read and grill Akon on, and it'll get done when it does. I have another project with him and Gladila Elizabeth Clarer coming up, and I want to work more with Adama, my man of love. But I have to pace myself. Hope this reminder helps you too. Lots of love and peace, Sharon and Ivo.